Good morning to day 219. Still got so much to do. However, we're trying to break through some of it. So some of the actual furniture is actually being delivered and being stored in here. We've obviously got some of the bedrooms that are nearing completion. When I say completion, they're nearly ready to have an industrial clean. Some of the sockets have been cut a little bit too big, so we've got red marks on them, so we know which ones need to be adjusted and re-corrected. And then some of the rooms have still got a couple of little bits snagging wise to finish off, including frames. Bathrooms are being focused on today, so hopefully they're going to have skims they need. They're going to be sanded down, they're going to be painted, so tomorrow we can start installing the bathrooms. We also need to drill out, as you can see, the centre of the shower itself. The drain unfortunately is not centre, so we're going to have to try and drill a new hole all the way through and connect up to the drainage that's that way. So we've got to do that in both bathrooms. That's something we've got to do today, I did mention. And like I said yesterday, we've still got to drill out. We've got to make sure we double check that these marks on the floor are right, i.e. make sure that this is central to where we need to be, measure the actual towel rail, plumb down, and then however far off the wall we need those done, we need to drill those through as well, and then we'll feed hot water up. Starting to get a few knocks and nicks on the walls, which is not good. Need people to be a bit more careful. Visitors. Again, what we're thinking about in here, we were going to literally have them skirtless. So we're still thinking about what to do here. So give me some of your thoughts and comments on what you think. From my point of view, we were actually going to have an architrave put in here and have the skirting boards cut in so they were all flush. But the beads that I need in order to do that apparently aren't available on the island, so that's probably not going to be an option. These guys are raising the supports within the walls, and they're going to crack on with this one in here. Then we can actually get that boarded after that's done in here as well as in there as well. Still need to get that little bit done. I'm not too sure why that's not done. The doors are being focused on today as well, so we're going to get these fixed up and then also build one of the frames and make sure it slides as it should do. The guys obviously spent some time getting the corner piece over here done, which is great. Outside, more digging I can hear. The guys over there are actually building the well to height. So at the moment it was low so the guys could operate in it, but now it's finished. Apparently it's finished. We can actually now take those blocks to height, and I think the blocks are meant to come one block out of the actual level that we're going to be finishing with. These guys are up here obviously just finishing off we had to physically can go on the roof just to get the water running, and the guys are now finishing that with a waterproof plaster and just going to be well-creating the beam. We're also going to get this filled today and try and start looking at getting that whites mortared in the next couple of days. This needs to be finished off. I think Rock's going to be finishing this, the other side, and also the top of the steps now. The fascias have been done. We now need to do the tops. Outside, we've actually got the conduit tracks being obviously finished off here. We're going to be obviously concreting this. And then taking the 5 pipes along and coming up. I don't know how we're going to do that at the moment. They've got to be coming up 2 into here and 2 into here. But obviously the concreting of the pipes here have already been done, so that's now in and done. Today we do actually have internet coming to the house. So I'm not too sure when they're coming, but they're going to be coming to install. So they'll take a pipe, they'll take their telecoms pipe through that conduit through the floor. It will come up through the basement, and then it will end up coming up into here somewhere, somehow. We also need to find a place to put the electrical the data comms unit, and probably put it up here. That will house all of the telephone, CCTV, etc. elements for the house. Through here, obviously the guys up there we just talked about. We've also got a team of guys up on the roof here, which I don't think you'll be able to see. Yeah, where you scan there, look. We're working on the crack to make sure we can try and get the crack sorted out, and we also need to remove all of these nails from the front as well at some stage. They're becoming bloody annoying, so we need to get those out. Need to get the crack sorted out, and we need to work out what we're also doing with these conduits, because as I said to the electrician, the conduits are a bit low. We're going to have 4.25 inches. That's definitely more than 4.25 inches, so I'm not too sure how they're going to get around that. It's going to be more can go in. I say can go. The Hilti gun, digging out the top, heating them up and bending them up so we can actually get them into a void that will build across here. So there's another thing that's got to be done. That's got to be scratch coated still. Now that the actual the mix has been put in and the pipework's been put in, that can now be filled and can be scratch coated. And we're just literally going to plaster that grey, like the downstairs pieces here. In here, last night the guys managed to finish the stairwell from a plasterboard point of view. Today what we've got to do is make sure that we earmark where those holes were that we cut to ensure we can keep those live, because that's where we're going to be putting the wood across for a plank to be sitting on there to change a light bulb. So again, this is ready to be light fitting done, ceiling done, side pieces done, and then a fill and sand. So that's finished, and then it literally is, once we've finished on those, good to go into here. Andy is in the back here working on the bathroom and this room as well, trying to get this all done. This one as well will also land up being finished off as well in here. That'll be sanded off as well. The alcove's already been done, which is great, so it's just going to be a dot and dab around these walls now. Now that's been done, that's going to be set in. So it's been melted, so it's ready now to be fixed somehow to ensure that it obviously is going to be level with the plasterboard that's dot and dabbed. And that will be dot and dabbed here. All this will be the same. All around here will be the same as well. So that's the plan for that. So other than that, loads of not a great deal of time to get it done in. So we've literally got, I don't know if I've told you guys, it's the 19th. We have literally got the 31st moving in date. So we've got shed loads to do in a very short space of time. So I know you guys are going to say I'm insane, but well, I am insane. Kitchen is going to be starting going in at the weekend. Bathrooms are going to start being installed tomorrow, and hopefully we can get the doors done in the next week and a half, because obviously that means the building is now sealed, and we're ready to get everything up. The guys are obviously bringing in beds, and also we need another coat of paint through here, and we need in here obviously skimmed again, so we can actually get sanding in here. So the goal today, as far as I'm aware, is the 2 bathrooms. So I need to go and get tape, and we need to start filling as soon as we physically can. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as yesterday. Lots to do. Windows need balancing, door frames need sanding, window frames, sorry. These have all been filled now, so they need to be sanded in another coat. We've also got to look at balancing these windows so they shut properly, so we can fixophone them, and then literally we're then sealed, and we're good to go for the return. That also needs to happen as well, which I'll show you very briefly. As you can see, there's plasterboard in here, but we're leaving off skimming back here until we've actually fixophoned, and then we know what we're going to be doing there. So again, that can be filled and that can be painted, that's no problem at all. So, still lots to do. Fingers crossed, we'll get a big chunk of it dented today, and I'll update you as the day goes. The big bad boss is here. What does she want? What does she want? She comes. Just checking in, make sure we're working. All being done obviously for the main step itself. It's going to be mulled up at some stage and taken in. We do the same on that side. Probably have the waste pipes put into it. Electricians looking busy. First bit of glass in. Look at the fucking size of that monster. Our first piece of glass. Look at that. Okay, so that's the first one in. We've got a few more to go in. We've got a bit of piles of stuff going on. We've got plasterboards going on.
How are you? Yeah, good, thank you.
Plasterboard going on in here. Skim, skim, skim. And he's skimming away.
It's hot today.
Beautiful. And then in here. Getting more action going there. So hopefully this will be sanded in white for tomorrow. Absolutely awesome. Looking down here. So, in here is all done. Just the ceiling left to do in here. Bedrooms are flying through as well, so we now have product in here for storage. This has still got overlicker paint, like I said earlier on. This has now got skim on, so waiting to be sanded down and be painted. So hopefully bathrooms could be done and ready for tomorrow. That would be an amazing thing to do. So, first bit of plasterboard's on here, another bit on here, 3 on here, so this is now being done. And here, obviously, the supports in the wall, plasterboard's gone up already, so we need that one done and that one done, and the external piece done as well, as in here. Oh, that's got to be done as well. We've got plasterboard up in here, so that needs to be done as well. Other than that, we're all good. Windows going in. Each pane is 260 kilos. 2 are in, 1 is still going in. And there's a roller on the base, and they've got to lift the actual glass up and then down onto the roller, but the roller's got to be straight on the actual metal bead. So getting it in is bloody difficult, but getting it on the roller and being the roller straight is also really difficult. You see the roller there, look. That was a good first time, that one. Looked like it was on. Oh no, it's sticking out the other end, look. So you've now got to lift it up and centralise it now. Now they've got to lift it and push the roller down the window. First time? First time. Guys, if you want windows fitted, these boys are good. JR's 246 851 1163. Give Johnny a call. I'm sure he'll sort you out. Also down here, what we're doing in the bathroom, you won't be able to hear me, so let me show you. So anyway, that's where they are. We've got to take it down by half an inch to 1/4 of an inch. In here's ready to be done. Need to obviously get the plasterboard in here quickly. The main focus at the moment for the guys in the plaster in front is the bathrooms, and obviously the shower screen floor. So I need to obviously get Dan out and his boys. They're going to be sorting out the floor. Electrician. So we've got closets actually built in here now. Very snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, so we're 4:15 when it's voting day, so everyone's shot off about half hour early to go and get their vote in. Barbados having their early election. Just double checking where we are. We've still got a bench in here, but the pipes are obviously all run in, so we need to make sure that they're all done. Today they've done quite a bit of work out here in the foundation element. If I spin it around, I'll show you what I mean. Yesterday, obviously this pipe's already been running and concreted now. This is all going to be benched. But this is the electrical channel that goes all the way through to protect the electrics. That's the front drainage connecting the front of the house together. There's nothing really that's been done on this side, but over here they've blinded, as they call it, which is a very thin concrete. They've blinded the floor, waiting for the 5 pipes to come over and come out around here to connect in the service on the side. And they've also, where the drive's concerned, connected and concreted in the sewage and the mains for the garage sink and the upstairs toilet over to the other side. Also, we've been working on the other side over there, but this is all wet, I assume. Can't walk on it. A bit tacky, it's all right. Jump over. Okay, so we've also brought the well out of the ground to height, so that's 3 rows of blocks have been put on there today. As you can see in the well itself, it does look as if it's bloody deep. There's our pipe coming out from the septic tank, and we're probably about 6 or 7 feet underneath that. which I've been told is enough. This mile needs to be put around here now, and we need to backfill the soil. The guys have been working upstairs today, just sorting out the beam that's been poured, and they've also scratched the front side. We're still waiting for the electricians to sort out this front piece here, but as far as I'm aware, apart from a box, we're due to get that put in. This has all been plastered. Door frame needs to be cut. It's been done on that side, but the door frame hasn't been sorted on this side, so we've got to get that done with other things on. Somebody's broken off some of the actual plaster on the front, which I'm sure is going to rock off badly. Okay, in here, the plumbers have actually been sorting out some of the pipe work, as you can see boxes everywhere. So we now have filters. We've got a filter over here, the water comes straight into the first filter, then comes into the second filter, and then into the house. So and initially what happens, it will filter the water into the tanks, and then with the water that comes out the tanks will go for the second filter, and that's the aim, which is good news. Inside, as you can see now, we have 3 beautiful pieces of glass in place. So obviously we've got plenty of work to do up obviously on the above, because obviously we've got to come down a little bit further. And we've got now a nice little lip on the front, which means we can do a little concrete lip to try and stop the water coming in. But we have got to build a 4-inch boxing at the top. So that's something we've got to do. But other than that, that looks all good. And then tomorrow we're going to target these ones. My wife came today and said, "Where's the hose for outside on the patio?" I was like, shit. So we're going to put one on that wall there. We're going to put one on the wall so it's out of sight, out of mind, but also at the same time it's easy reach of obviously water access, and over the sides as well. And we also need to look at some form of tap on here as well, just to set, you know, wash off feet when people come up onto the patio as well, because sandy feet onto the patio saves them to sweep it. Obviously I showed you that earlier on, that's all been done. In here, one of the main tasks is going to be shaving this wall back here for the pocket door. So we've managed to cut 2 inches off the wall here, but as you can see behind, there's a little tiny bit that needs to be shaved off. So we're going to need to look at how we're going to get that off so the door can slide through. And then tomorrow we'll try and get this door track in. That's one of the goals for tomorrow. In here, this has been boarded up to stop the dust, because that's actually been fitted out now, which is great. In here, it's had a bit of sanding going on. So hopefully this is going to be ready for either another coat or paint at some stage. Tiles turned up today, so they're ready to go. We need to get that floor sorted out. But I'll show you what we've done on the other one as well. This has had some skim, but obviously needs to be finished off. So this is a room that's going to be dealt with after the bathrooms. I'm not too sure why the actual sanding discs are from the outside. Need to bring those in. Okay, and then we've still got plasterboard going up in here. So obviously I showed you in here, that's been done. The man's up here doing the outsides here. We boarded this up as well just to stop the dust. Andy's sanding the way through in here. This bedroom itself has actually got things covered up a little bit with dust sheets now. Need to get this scaffolding out. Pretty sure they're done. Got to sand down the actual window frames themselves and get that painted as well. And in here we've actually got a coat of paint going on after sand, so we'll see how that lands up being. And we need to put through more in the hallway. It's still a bit sanded yet. Plasterboard starting to go up in here as well. Plasterboard in here. And a bit of board going up on there as well. Electricians, more work being done today. They're pretty much up to speed now, so there's not a great deal more they can do. And we've also had an internet put in as well. So we're waiting for the mains box to be put on the wall there, and that's obviously where we'll mount the connection and the Digicel box. Other than that, the doors have been the main achievement today. Trying to get these in. They've done a great job. All we've got to do on this door frame now is obviously just sort the door jamb out here. in this corner, just to obviously stop the security element there. So we've got to build some little blocks and mount those, screw that in, fix the foam, and then doors, hopefully, are nearly done. And then we can start the laborious task of working on the next set. So anyway, other than that, obviously it's then going to be, once we've actually done the bathrooms, we're back into the bedroom. The bedroom's going to be finished. Once the bedroom's finished, we're straight into the kitchen. And then from the kitchen, we're into here. So 12 days. 12 days to get everything plasterboarded, sanded, painted, kitchens installed, bathrooms installed, windows finished off. Tall ask. Great goal.